just gonna die in the end. Okay, guys, here we go. Another epic rap battle of history. This one is Rick Grimes versus Walter White. As always, please, guys, make sure and support ERB all you can. Got the link to this video in the description. Got a link to their Patreon. Anything you can do to support these people who have given us so much joy watching these. Now you guys are going to yell at me because I have not watched The Walking Dead and I have not watched Breaking Bad. That's one of the reasons I saved this one, because I do know who both characters are. These, both of these series are such pop culture icons that you can't not know who they are, and particularly with as much as I bear a resemblance to Walter White, it's kind of hard, to miss them. You know what the basic plot lines are. I know basically who they are within the stories. Before I did this, I went and read up a little more on them to try and learn more things about them, because I want to be as much of a part of the rap battle as I can, but I'm just forewarning you, I clearly may miss stuff here. Now I know Rick Grimes is a sheriff, and he, when the whole outbreak thing took place, and he was like a leader, right? He was like one of the bosses, and he's got lots of family issues and stuff. I know Walter White's story better, about the cancer and the becoming a drug dealer, and then he starts, as the seasons go on, I guess he starts to really lose it, and he goes from a good guy just trying to provide for his family any way he can to a real psychopath. But hopefully that's enough knowledge to take me through. And neither one of these series are anything I avoided. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite video games of all time that I ever did a playthrough on was the initial Walking Dead. I know it had nothing to do with the series, but same name and same concept as far as the undead and all that crap, the walkers. But yeah, I'm hoping I can follow it. I do know who the characters are, so at least I have that base. Hopefully it won't be too frustrating for you guys watching me react to this. I gotta give you, as far as who I'm rooting for, because probably a lot of it's just because I have a lot more knowledge of Walter White, I'm gonna go with him, but also because we share a very similar face. How can I not root that way? So given my knowledge is fairly light, but I know more about Breaking Bad, I'm going to root for Walter White, but let's see how it goes. Of history! Let's do it.
Stay back. This is gonna get bad. Show this lab rat how to be a real dad.
Went after that thing right away.
Rhymes dirty like my armpits.
I like that.
Splatter the brain you misuse.
Wow, nice. I like that.
For Skyler, hatching little schemes like a dying MacGyver.
Hatching little schemes like a dying MacGyver. That's a good line. That's a quality line.
You tore your family apart, sin by sin. Where I live, it happens literally limb for limb.
Yeah, really.
In your pancakes, you won't forget it. I kill zombies that are better men than you before breakfast.
Wow, that was pretty rough. That's good.
But if we were to battle, I've already won. Ask Gus. You don't want to face off against me.
Oh, Gus is like,
you in a barrel
he was a drug dealer too or something, right?
Gets your group into some deep duty. Always getting saved by some samurai booty. I'm a king cooking crystal in the middle of the day. Having dinner by the pool with the DEA.
Nice, I like this.
PTA. Ever try to stop Heisenberg getting paid? Here's a hot dose. Let me watch you choke on the truth.
Wow.
You look up to me like I'm a pizza on the road to a loser. A failure to your whole entire crew. I've seen Walter Jr. handle walkers better than you.
That I do know. I know Walter Jr. obviously is the son, and I know he's disabled, and he has the walking canes. You know what? I was a little underwhelmed with Walter White's up till that point. That's pretty good.
Handle walkers better than you.
Wow.
Stay back with the others while I finish this bitch like you finish your mother. You ain't
No.
all you want. I'll watch you get eaten on my fucking front lawn.
And you can bite me. The Walter Tidy Whities.
Your whole life saw Shane coming, except for your wife.
Now the little bit I know about that at the end. Shane, didn't Shane trying to remember what little pieces I know, what I read up on. Shane, didn't he tell Grimes' wife that Rick was dead or something so he can move in on his wife, that type of thing? So I understand. I don't know all the details, obviously, but I understand the basis for that rip. Wow, that makes it tough. You know what? It's close. Walter White, I thought, had a couple of really good, hard lines. But outside of that, his didn't impress me all that much. I think Rick Grimes had more continual good slaps, whereas Walter White got in a couple of good hard shots. But since there was, okay, this is how I'm going to put it. I don't think Walter White's hard shots were enough for a knockout. So if it's going to go to a decision, being an old boxing man, I got to give the decision to Rick Grimes because I think Rick Grimes dominated the fight and hit with a lot more blows of consequence, and Walter didn't do enough to knock him out. So I'm going to give it to Rick Grimes, but that was, considering I don't really know a lot about the characters, that was a good rap battle. That was fun.